Guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I just finished watching Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell. I keep going to say From Hell, but In Hell actually makes a lot more sense once you see the film. This is also known as the Japanese Evil Dead, and it's a very big homage to those films and that first movie. I know I'm going to get crucified for saying this. I'm not a fan of the Evil Dead movies. You think they would check all my boxes in terms of the goofiness, the gore, and kind of that fun aspect they have. I find them to be sort of try hard, goofy, but not in like a very funny way to me. I don't know why. They just don't do it for me. I did see the remake and I thought that was pretty good. That was way more horror oriented and serious. But I've seen it, I think, once or twice, I think twice, and it was good, but nothing I need to own or would really watch again a third time. This, in the Evil Dead circles, people say has like shot for shot visuals from the Evil Dead, but obviously reenacted with these characters. So this is a 1995 film from Japan. It's all in Japanese, but it does have English subtitles and a ton of special features. So this was something I'd heard about over the years, and I just really liked the title of the movie because it's sort of a long-winded, weird title, but also I'm into, some kind of working out and training, not to some great extent. So I sort of just found it funny. Um, the main point of the story is the main character is linking back up with what seems to be, I think, his ex-girlfriend, and he's starting to work out and kind of better himself. He took some time off of work, which sounds lovely, and he has inherited this house that his father left him, and I guess it was a house the father used to own when he was single previous to having a family, and he moves into that house, and he wants to turn the basement into a gym and all this stuff, and he brings his ex-girlfriend, who I guess he sort of has feelings for still, and I think it's his ex-girlfriend's friend, who is a psychic, and they go to the house, and the house is haunted by a ghost, and I don't want to say too much, but the ghost has a tie-in to his family in some way and starts possessing people in the house and going after the main character and his friends. And there's some pretty gory aspects of the film, but everything looks very cheesy and goofy. One or two scenes look a little more, I don't want to say realistic, but a little more intense or extreme maybe than the rest of the film. Lots of silly stuff with like limbs getting chopped off and jumping around and heads flying off and them flying over and biting people. You can tell a lot of it is like makeup and dummies and fake heads and stuff, but it's silly fun. The the bodybuilding aspect from the name of the movie does come into play at points, so that's fun. And I think it's there are some elements where the main character will say things like groovy or stuff like that. So it's definitely a rip on the Evil Dead franchise. Overall, I thought it was pretty good fun, schlocky. It's only 62 minutes, so it's a small, quick kind of film. And I think that's good for something like this because just like I said with Corn Shucker, which was not Visual Vengeance. By the way, this was put out by Visual Vengeance. I don't know if I mentioned that, who is a subsidiary of Wild Eye Releasing. Anyhow, just like I had said with Corn Shucker, which was put out by VHS Hitfest, sometimes too much of the same thing sort of gets boring. I think an hour or a little more than an hour is probably good for this film. I think if they would have stretched this out much longer, it would have been gotten a little stale. It definitely has that Japanese sensibility in terms of the aesthetics and the characters and the way they act and stuff. So I find that interesting, almost like that Evil Dead trap sort of, I don't know, design element maybe. I don't know what I would call it, but so it was pretty fun. I didn't like adore this movie, but it's definitely fun. I could see myself going back to it, watching it with friends. Maybe had a little bit of that Prometheus kind of gory vibe to it, but not nearly as gory or serious or long. Overall, it was okay. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. It has a ton of special features. The visual fidelity is just decent. It says here that it's a 1995 SD master from the original tapes. You have a new interview with the director, commentary track featuring the directors of Hatchet and Creepshow, commentary tracks with Japanese film historians, special effects video, archival trailers, archival image gallery, behind the scenes image gallery, outtakes, visual vengeance trailers, reversible sleeves with the original Japanese home video art, liner notes, VHS sticker set, mini poster, and vintage style laminated video store rental card. I bought this secondhand, so most of that stuff is not here. I just have the little booklet, and here is the other side of the artwork if you were interested to see that. Yeah, definitely, I would say for big fans of the Evil Dead series, you will probably get a big kick out of this movie. And if you like cheesy, gory movies from Japan, then I think I would also recommend this. Not a favorite, but one I can definitely see revisiting with friends and having a little bit of a chuckle. So let me know, guys, if you've seen Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell, aka the Japanese Evil Dead. Thank you guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.